The gate agent met the plane and told her that she had been turned. If I'm gonna puke, where do I do it? Not my circus. I'm back Kaale. I just do what I'm told, that's it. Another day of commuting from Honolulu to Denver to start my trip.
I'm running a little bit later than I like to be. The bus was running late today, so I have 5 minutes until boarding and I'm off to Denver.
If you don't know, I live in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I've been commuting for the past couple of months to Denver, where I'm based. I'm crossing my fingers for my Honolulu transfer soon. Good night, Hawaii, and good morning, Denver. I am starting a super easy peasy 4-day, but I have a deadhead on the last day, so I think I might be able to go home early. Well, I made it to Denver. The flight wasn't too bad. I was able to change from a middle seat to a window seat, so I was able to kind of get some sleep, plus I took 2 melatonin, so I was kind of knocked out, but you know, you can only get so much sleep on a flight. I landed at 6 a.m. and my flight was supposed to take off at 9:53 a.m., but I just got a notification that it was delayed until 11, so I have some time to eat and take a little nap. So I've been sitting outside of this burrito place for an hour now. I got here at 6. It's now 7 and they're still not open. I don't know if I should wait or just try to get some burrito donuts in Denver Airport. I really wanted that burrito. I got it. I'm thinking maybe some voodoo donuts for... This was such a massive breakfast burrito, I could not finish. I'm proud of myself because I actually figured out how to get to the crew room. I was able to kind of relax and chill out in the crew room for a little bit before my flight. First flight of the day, only flight of the day actually. I don't say that very often, but we are headed from Denver to San Antonio. After an easy peasy, about an hour and a half, we're here. Made it to San Antonio. It was an easy flight. It actually was funny because we did the service so fast. It was an hour and 54-minute flight from Denver to San Antonio. But since we did the service in like 35 minutes, it seemed like the flight took forever. The flight was good. Everybody made it to San Antonio and we are here on our layover. It's a little bit shorter than blocked time because we had that delay. But I'm really not going to be doing much on this layover. I think I'm going to change and then go walk to Jason's Deli and get some like broccoli cheese soup, because that landing and just the descent in general was so turbulent. I was like almost had to have like an exit strategy for like, if I'm gonna puke, where do I do it? What like what's gonna happen? So luckily that didn't happen. But I just want something like comforting, something soothing. So I think I'm gonna get me some soup and then kind of cozy up in bed and maybe watch some Netflix. Probably not. I'll probably just go to sleep because I'm pretty tired. Holy macaroni. It is so hot here in San Antonio. I literally just walked across the street. There's the hotel. Here's Jason's Deli, and I'm sweating. I read on the monitor that we have inside the airport that it's 102 degrees in San Antonio. I'm not used to that heat anymore. So I'm gonna pick up my food, go back to the hotel and eat and sleep. I'm gonna eat my food and finish up some private practice. It is 5:23, my van time's at 5:35. This never happens. I'm never ready early. I'm like packed up, ready to go. I even remembered to get my food out of the fridge. It's gonna be a good day. So today we are flying from San Antonio to Chicago to Miami. So we'll get into Miami about 3 p.m. and then we'll have the rest of the day. And I think I have an early check-in next morning. But honestly, these early check-ins are doing good for me. Since I'm on a different time zone, I woke up at 2:30 a.m. on my own. My alarm was set for 4:30, so I woke up at 2:30 on my own, which is 9:30 p.m. yesterday for me back in Honolulu. So this is like the first time in my life I've ever been able to wake up early. But I'm not sure that it counts because I'm on a different time zone. It's funny because this entire trip that I'm flying a 4-day, I'm like the most senior on all of my legs by far. Like I have about 6.5, 7 years, and most, like the girl that is lead on my trip, this is her very first trip ever. She never flew for another airline or anything. So she's so funny. She's like very into it, asking a bunch of questions, and it's like kind of nostalgic. Like I remember whenever I had all those questions. It's so funny that like training really doesn't prepare you for like the service end of things. Like you can evacuate a plane in 30 seconds, but do you know how to really like set up a card or answer anybody's questions about connections? Like all of that stuff is like not harped on. Like it's all safety, it's all security, which is the most important part of our job. But the majority of it is the service. And you get on the line, you pretty much have no idea what you're doing. So it's nice to kind of like take somebody under my wing and show them the ropes. I had food left over from yesterday. I got a huge order from Jason's Deli. I got a half a California Club sandwich, the broccoli cheese soup, and mac and cheese. Plus I got some of those like little brown muffins. I don't know what they are. Pumpkin? No, they're not pumpkin. I don't know what they are. But they're good with the broccoli cheese soup. It's like a sweet, salty combo kind of thing. But I was only able to eat half. It was so much food. So I'm taking it today and I'm gonna see if I can eat it. I cannot eat anything off the plane like that comes from the ovens. Like the oven has this distinct smell that like kind of infiltrates your food, and like I can't do it. It's making me like super sick since I've been back. Like the smell, the taste, I can't. Ugh. So I'm gonna try to save it for my Miami layover. That way I don't have to buy food, and it'll keep me nice and full and happy. I'm the only one who made it through KCM. My entire crew got random. That never happens. Just got on the plane. I'm gonna set up my galley. So this is an Airbus. We don't have any of the TVs, so we get to do demo old school style. We landed in Chicago, and now we are off to our next gate where we're gonna fly Chicago to Miami. What a nice room. So spacious. We made it to Miami. It's been a day. Where was I? So today I flew San Antonio to Chicago to Miami. Our first leg was totally fine, went great. The Chicago to Miami, we had a little bit of a delay getting out because of ATC, air traffic control. There were some storms around Florida, so they were kind of having to reroute people. And so we had a overzealous captain that really wanted us to, within the first 30 minutes of our delay on the ground, wanted us to do a water service, which is fine. So we did a water service, and then another maybe 30 minutes passed, and he wanted us to get out the LTD, the long tarmac delay kits. Now those are really only supposed to be used after 90 minutes. So an hour and a half that you're sitting and you don't really have any perspective, takeoff time or anything like that. So I was like, well, you know, we can give the cookies, but I really don't have enough water to do another water service and still have water for the regular service because we needed to do a full bar cart and at least a water. I was like, I won't have any water left. So do you want us to just hand out these little cookies? So we handed out the little cookies. So that was basically like a whole service. We did waters and cookies. It took forever. And as soon as we're done, we were like good to go. Like we took off. Like almost were like waiting for us to finish passing out these cookies so that we could leave. I don't know. The whole thing was like not my circus. I'm not Kaale. I just do what I'm told. That's it. So we had quite a long, chaotic sit waiting to take off. And then once we took off, I've never seen so many people buy food, snacks, drinks. Like we had just given them all waters and cookies, and I'm telling you, I sold so much stuff. It felt like the service took forever, but it didn't. It just was like a lot of chaos, a lot of things to do. It was intense. So as soon as we landed and opened the door, the gate agent told our lead, it's our very first trip ever. This was her second day. And we're having a Miami layover, and she traded into this trip so that she could have a Miami layover for her friend's birthday or something that we're gonna go out to eat, and she was really excited. And the gate agent met the plane and told her that she had been turned. So since she's reserve, they can pretty much do whatever they want with her. So instead of laying over, she ended up having to go to Newark. So that sucks for her. I felt really bad. So me and the front galley are here at the Miami layover hotel. I am so excited. I'm going to heat up my broccoli cheese soup and my mac and cheese, and I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna sleep. I woke up so early this morning that like I can barely keep my eyes open. So another sleeping layover, but it's nice because I have this like beautiful like giant room with a couch and everything, but I'm just gonna be in bed. So I'm gonna call it an early night tonight because I have another early morning tomorrow. Let's hope that I can sleep a little bit better than I did last night. So I found the gift shop. They're like, oh, the microwave's in the gift shop. I'm like walking around like, am I crazy? I do not see a gift shop. Look at this. So this is the outside of the gift shop, and this is the inside. Like, what? Good morning. It's 5:45 a.m. My van time is at 5:54. So I have a little bit of time. I just need to fix my hair and I'll be ready for today. Today we only have one leg from Miami to Newark, and I'm supposed to lay over for I think about like 18 hours, maybe less, probably less, probably like 16, 17 hours, and then deadhead back to Denver tomorrow. So pretty easy trip. It's funny to me to realize that some of these hotel rooms are bigger than my home in Hawaii. A lot of them are a lot bigger. I landed in Newark and I'm supposed to lay over and deadhead back to base to Denver tomorrow, but I think I'm just gonna make my way back to Honolulu so I can get home early. I made it on board to my first flight, so I'm going Newark to SFO and then I'll catch SFO to Honolulu, so. Made it to SFO, got here, but my plane is delayed. So it looks like some seats opened up though, so I might not have to jump seat. On my last leg, headed back to Honolulu.
I made it home.
She's finally here.
I'm back. So yesterday I worked a trip Miami to Newark, and then I commuted Newark to San Francisco, and then San Francisco back to Hawaii.
It's a long day.
It was like 24 hours of traveling nonstop. So I was like, by the time I got home, I was like, what's happening? What time is it? What day is it? I don't know, but I'm just happy to be home. And first things first, I'm going
to the beach.
We're here at the beach. It's nice relaxing after working and commuting, I guess, for like a couple of days.
Yeah, so it's nice to come and unwind.
And Raul's feeling a little sick, so we figured some ocean time would do some good for him.
It normally just melts everything out of us, so.
Cleanses the soul and the body. So yeah, we'll see you for our next trip. Thanks again for flying with me. I'll see you next time. And be sure to find me on social media. I'd love to hear from you.